Hello, I'm James Buck from Business Group 1A and I have three teammates, Abra Rees, Haiwen Yi and Olujamuke Oketikan. I'm a PPE student from the School of Social Policy and today I'd like to present to you eBuy, the ethical buying app. We help our users to ensure that the products they buy are slave-free. Modern day slavery, believe it or not, is a modern problem. Globalization allows consumers of today to buy products from all over the world for lower prices. However, there is increased discussion about how this saving in price is possible. Well-known companies have been called out after slavery has been uncovered in their supply chains. Both consumers and companies know that this is a problem. Increased consumer awareness has led to a trend for ethical purchasing. We are helping our users to further their want to purchase more ethically by giving them the information that they need. Firstly, I will introduce our solution to you, as well as the current situation of modern slavery. Olujamuke will explain how our solution works, as well as its features. Thirdly, Abra will talk about the problems that we faced, as well as how we solved these problems. And finally, Huaiwen will be introducing our corporate partners and will conclude the presentation. She will lay out key points and illustrate each member's works. A reference list is available at the end of the presentation. Business is a very profitable field in which Ray Anderson said the business has to make a profit to exist and not that it exists to make a profit. However, the practices leading to profiteering is often questionable. Have you ever wondered where your product is being produced, how they produce it, and what goes on behind the scenes? We aim to reveal the story behind production of the many products that we have come to love, from clothes to technology and more. Firstly, I'd like to go into how we have come to understand modern slavery, particularly when it comes to the production of consumer goods. Modern slavery is usually defined as the severe exploitation of other people for personal or commercial gain in the 21st century. There are several forms of it, such as forced labour, child labour, and human trafficking. Among these, forced labour is the most common one. There are millions of children and adults who are trapped in production slavery in every single country in the world, including ours. From outside, modern slavery looks no different to the norm, but out of sight, these workers are being controlled, often through unfair debt. They face violence, they lose their dignity, and their basic human rights.
Hi, my name is Jamaka and I will be discussing the functions of eBuy, in which we as a group determined that eBuy will consist of 5 essential functions to encourage people to play a role in eradicating slavery. The first aspect is the ethical comparison tab. This function of the app takes consumers through all the background information about the brands and businesses and their ethical rate. In addition to this, eBuy will also use a color-coded system which consists of green, orange, and red to give readers an at-a-glance view of ethical rates. Moreover, eBuy believes that by changing the perception of consumers and their relationship with purchasing, this will therefore have a crucial impact on eradicating slavery in production. Thus, to increase the demand and loyalty, eBuy will give everyone a chance to win a prize or an award through collecting that of eCoins. To collect eCoins, consumers need to scan the receipt of their purchase, and then they can see the collected coins on that of the My Points aspect of the app. To make consumers feel the achievement of taking a step forward by eradicating slavery, this will therefore contribute to that of the bucket list function of the app, which consists of products, holiday packages, cash prizes, and so on. The only thing consumers will need to do is to purchase slavery-free goods and collect those eCoins. Once a consumer collects enough eCoins to get the reward they want from the bucket list, they are free to use the eCoins as they wish. The ethical comparison site, which is our search engine, eSearch, is an easy way to find slave-free products. It gives essential human rights backgrounds upon those products, and it summarizes the ethical attributes of those brands. Below, you will see that we also have included that of an ethical rating for each brand. The whole aspect of this function is that it is ethical, reliable. We will therefore gather our sources and information from that of external reliable sources. The information will also remain up to date because we want to ensure, particularly through these changes that we are occurring, that those brands that we may see in the red may transition to that of green, but that is only through that of we as consumers changing the way we perceive that of purchasing. As discussed previously, the color coding system is a system that easily enables customers to distinguish between those corporations that produce slavery products and those that do not. The colors will identify that companies have. If the company is in green, they have taken every ethical criteria into account. If the company is orange, they've scored highly in some areas, but there's still areas of improvement. And if the companies have scored red, they are producing unethically. The reason behind us as a group decided to use that of color-coded system stems from our understanding that this form of information can be easily identified and retained. eScan is a product scanning aspect of our app, which enables consumers to preview the product details during their shopping experience. Through comparison of similar products, eScan will identify and recommend better alternatives, which are within our ethical rating system. This aspect of the app, similar to the other functions, is user-friendly. Thus, can be easily navigated and does not require the consumer to type in the product word for word. For as we, as a group, had recognized how frustrating that may be, particularly if you're in a situation where you consider purchasing a lot of products. Within the picture above, you can see that we have an area in which the picture, or actually the barcode of the product, is placed. We also have flash, as we had considered that some aspects of stores may not have the best lighting, and therefore at the bottom we have the My Points, in which as you take the picture, it will upload those points that have been gathered from that product, therefore automatically to your My Points. Finally, the last function of our app is the My Points reward scheme. This nudges consumers away from purchasing slave labour goods by encouraging consumers through that of physical, tangible rewards. We carefully selected rewards and had created a bucket list to keep consumers interested and loyal with the help of our sponsors. Examples of such could be to see the Northern Lights from a cozy igloo with 10,000 ecoins, or win a 4K smart TV with 2,000 ecoins. We think that giving people something real in return for their slavery-free purchase would encourage consumers more to take action against modern slavery. Therefore, when consumers purchase their goods, they can either scan each product or their receipt to collect ecoins. This is an idea of reaching and achieving that goal, and therefore increase the consistency of slavery-free purchase.
Hello, I'm Ebra, and today I will talk about the difficulty of transparency in supply chains and how we overcome this difficulty with the ethical buying certification. So let's get started. Transparency within supply chains is often hard to achieve. Singular products are often likely to have more than one supplier. This presents a problem for businesses. Their customers want to know where their products are coming from. In response to the phenomenon of modern slavery, the Modern Slavery Act introduced in 2015 requires large businesses to release an annual statement, explaining what they are doing to reduce the risk of modern slavery in their supply chains. There is pressure from both government and customers to ensure that firms are acting responsibly. To respond to this, Marks & Spencer provides an online interactive map where customers are able to view the suppliers of their products, furthering transparency into supply chains. It is important to note that the difficulty in achieving transparency could present problems in our plan to recommend slavery-free products. Supply chains need to be transparent enough to ensure that we do not recommend products which could in fact involve slavery. If this is not the case, we could begin to advocate products which may not be slavery-free. To ensure the reliability of the recommended products on our app, we created the ethical buying certification. We mainly certificate the companies behind the brands. Several criteria such as code of conduct, fair trade, irresponsible marketing, public record criticism, and field visits might vary the ethicality rate of the companies. To get rated high and get the eBuy certificate, the companies must meet the following. Firstly, the code of conduct is the top ethical criteria of businesses. The code must be publicly available and it must not support excessive working hours nor forced or child labor. Secondly, the companies must have a fair trade mark. In other words, those companies who want to be in the high rating scale must ensure that producers are guaranteed a minimum reasonable price and paid regularly. Thirdly, the marketing strategies that companies use must not have any direct negative health impacts. Fourthly, companies must have not received any severe criticism in the last 5 years from the public and the non-governmental organizations. And lastly, the companies must ensure the health and safety conditions of their production fields. If a company meets all these criteria, that company will get a high rate and receive the eBuy certificate mark. And now, Hui Wen will present you the following.
Hi, this is Hui Wenye. So glad to join Birmingham project. It's my first year into university life and my major is international business. Today, I will introduce our corporate partners and conclude the whole presentation. As we know, there are already some world well-known organizations collect and certificate information of many existed companies. Cooperate with them will save both of our costs, enjoy wider database, and better promote the idea of slave-free products. After our research and analysis, Fair Trade Foundation and UTZ Certified is our chosen partners. Firstly, Fair Trade supports sustainable practice that minimize the environmental footprint. Only the production without child labor and forced labor will receive their certification. Secondly, UTZ enables their members have safe work conditions, get better farming skills, and take care of children, and environment. Now, I'd like to conclude the whole presentation. All in all, eBuy helps consumers to check if the product is slave-free in a fast and easy way. And the point reward scheme lets consumers gain a sense of achievement, which enables them to have motivation to continue use it. However, there is no single solution for current situation. We still face some problems. For example, slave-free production will increase companies' expenses, and then the price of goods will increase too. Also, some companies may refuse to share information due to profit aspect. For future improvement, we believe government fund, advertising, and more education will solve some problem. Thank you for listening. Let me show you the contribution of me and my teammates. Electromog is the designer of our logo and system. She provided lots of fabulous ideas and make efforts in organize the PPT. April working on was research and development. She is the problem solver and do data analysis for us. About James, he is good at writing scripts, check grammar of the text work. Also, he helped to adjust the logic of the presentation. In the end, I'm the video editor and a business advisor for presentation making. To be honest, I enjoyed allocating works for the suitable person, and always keeping my eyes on our progress and make sure everyone focused on question. Thank you for watching again. Have a good day.